Hey, it's me, Dee. Welcome back to the ranch. He can't hold his liquor. It's Saturday, July the 25th at about 6:45 in the morning because I slept in. Whoops. We are headed out to move cows, and by we, I mean Binks, and Grandma Squeak, and then Guy, my horse, because Mr. FFB was fighting fire until like 1 in the morning, or that's what time we got home last night, because we had really bad storms with lightning, and the lightning started some grass on fire, so he was fighting fire. We're gonna go move some cows. Are you guys excited to go to work? Are you guys excited to go to work? I think they're excited to go to work. When we got out here, the cows were already really ready to move, so when I opened the gate, they started going through, and there were cows past the gate, and we're drawing them in too. So I'm actually just sitting here watching these cows move. I'm not doing anything, all because I got that first cow to go through the gate, and then the rest of the herd followed. It's this little phenomenon we like to call good movement, and good movement draws good movement. Good movement happens when you come out with a positive attitude and you speak in terms that the cow can understand, or the cows can understand. You use your manners, you say please and thank you, and then you get good movement, and you get the cows to move where you want them to go with little effort. Good movement doesn't happen when you've got a grouch on, or you're upset, or you're speaking in terms they don't understand, or you're just being plain disrespectful. Good movement doesn't happen then. And I think that we as a society could take note from this idea of good movement, drawing good movement. If you're talking to someone and you got a grouch on, or you're being disrespectful, they're probably gonna soul up and just, end the conversation or get on the fight. But if you are kind and lead with kindness and grace, then you're more likely to have a good conversation because you're really listening to what that person has to say. And I just think that with all this discourse we have right now in the world, especially here in the US, we could take note. Practice a little good movement. They start walking one way. No. You start walking my way. No. I start walking your way. You start walking mine. We meet in the middle, in that gate in the fence. Sorry, but I couldn't resist because there's cows coming from both ways to the middle, to the gate in the fence, and into the fresh pasture. Not only that, but I think that song goes right in along with what I was saying about good movement. You start walking my way, I start walking yours. That's wrong. I start walking your way, you start walking mine, and we meet in the middle. But here in the Sandhills, we don't meet beneath a big Georgia pine. We don't have trees here. Bring 'em, Squeak! did have to send the dogs after a few stragglers. While I wait, oh dang it, this one's almost out. I'm gonna apply some chapstick. I always have chapstick in my pocket because cold sores. Also, I always have chapstick in my pocket except when I don't. And when I don't, cold sores. It's my burden to bear, and it's a sucky burden. I love this life. Oh, stop for a potty break. Guy, not me. It's very grunty when he pees. Yes, I'm talking about you. As I was saying, I love this life. I love my life. I love that I get to wake up every day and come out and take care of God's land and livestock, and that He's blessed me so greatly that I get to do it alongside my favorite human, my best friend. That's Mr. FFB, in case you were wondering. I just feel so blessed, and sometimes it's overwhelming, that feeling, because I get to do this with my family. I get to, we've been entrusted to take care of God's creation, His land, His livestock, and ultimately His people, feeding them with the beef that the cows produce. I couldn't imagine doing anything else. I couldn't imagine raising my kids any other place. And this life, ranching, raising beef, taking care of cattle, it's hard. It's emotionally taxing. It's physically taxing. It's rough for sure. But the reward and knowing that what you're doing is so much bigger than yourself is totally worth it. It's totally worth all the hard work, the sweat, the tears, the blood. It's all worth it.